What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It is a beautiful fall evening here in Findlay, Ohio, and I'm hanging out in the beer shed, getting ready to check out a new beer. Now, the Ginger Yeti is on vacation. Well, not vacation. I guess he's working abroad, so he's traveling through Europe. Hopefully, when he comes back, we'll get a few videos in. But in the meantime, I'll get in some solo reviews. So yesterday was ICE So ICE is a brewery that I regularly go to in Bowling Green. I finally signed up for their adventure party, which is kind of their mug club. And while I was in BG, I stopped in the BG Beverage Center, and I spotted this beauty. So this is a gift set. I don't know what it's like where you live, but usually around Christmas, different box sets start popping up. Usually you get a few beers plus a glass. And I'm a big fan of the Achouffe beers anyway. And when I saw this glass that came with it, I just absolutely could not turn down the opportunity to pick up this set. So this comes with 4 beers. We have the Blonde, Brown, an IPA, and the Winter beer, all from Achouffe. And it also comes with a very sweet little glass. I'll show you the glass. Now, now the glass, oh, it's stuck in the bottom, so I get it out without breaking it. Has the little gnome on there, and it says, Chouffe, find Marcel. So I guess, I never realized this, but I guess the little gnome's name is Marcel. That's on these Achouffe bottles. So the beer I'm actually going to review today will be the N'Ice, it's N''Ice Chouffe. And this is their winter beer. So we'll close this back up. We do have some stuff on the box. I'll read that for you too. On the back, it looks like there are multiple different gnomes. It says one is named Malcolm. It looks like he has bagpipes. The IPA one is named Matthew. And then there's one Micheline that looks like a female gnome. And it says, we've got a job for you. Keep your eyes peeled and try to find Marcel among the other gnomes of the brewery. And there's a QR code that you can scan here. On the end, we also have some verbiage. It says Achouffe Brewery nestles in the lush green forest in the south of Belgium. The brewery has enjoyed an enviable reputation since 1982 for its excellent specialty beers, its outstanding choice of ingredients, and the expertise of its brewers. Allow the brewery's beers to whisk you off to a land of enchantment and unleash your inner gnome. Now we got something on this end. The history of Marcel. Marcel, the most fearless of other gnomes, is one of the main artisans involved in making Achouffe. He doesn't stand still, and that's putting it mildly. Armed with his unicycle, he quickly gets around the brewing equipment to taste this delicious blonde beer known as Achouffe. He sets off on the back of a goose to share the heavy brew with beer lovers everywhere. It is thanks to his overflowing enthusiasm that Achouffe is poured all over the world. So, pretty neat. And this only cost me $16.99 for the 4 beers plus the glass. Now, to be fair, I'd probably pay $16.99 for a 4-pack of these as it is, so not bad, all things considered. All right, now, the other thing I love about these beers is the caps are always unique. So this one has 2 little gnomes sitting by a fire. Pretty cool. All right, let's give it a shot. So this one is N'Ice Chouffe, and this is from Brasserie Achouffe, Belgium. My apologies to my Belgian friends if I've mispronounced that, which is highly likely. This is a Belgian dark strong ale, 10% ABV, 25 IBUs. Ratings-wise, this does pretty good. Untappd 3.66, Beer Advocate 4.08, and it had a 91 outstanding overall score. So this is poured with a big head on it. Looks really nice. All right. So we got it in the Achouffe glass. Color-wise, if I break out my Brew HQ chart, it's kind of brown. It's a little bit difficult to see in here because of the way the light is coming through, but it kind of looks like a mahogany brown kind of color. So I was going to use my Brew HQ chart. I don't know, maybe somewhere around the 24 or so, something like that. Head, magnificent. I mean, I got 3 fingers of nice khaki head, and it's just sitting here. That's not going anywhere. I can hear it popping here. A little pop, 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 pop. Carbonation, can't really see a whole heck of a lot in here. It's pretty dark and it's opaque. You can't see through it, so can't really see the carbonation. But again, you can kind of hear the crackling of the head here. Let's give it a sniff. Now, let me see what else it says on the bottle. Where the little animals in fairyland hibernate, The Achouffe gnomes love to gather in their cottage. By the gentle firelight, they spend long evenings telling the best Ardennes stories while enjoying a delicious N'Ice Chouffe, smooth with spicy notes of thyme and orange peel. This dark beer links both hearts and atmospheres, making even the coldest winter joyful. Imported by Duvel Moutgart, or Moutgart, USA, Cooperstown, New York. Brewed by Brasserie Achouffe, Belgium. So, nice looking beer. Let's give it a sniff. I think the thing you pick up the most is probably just kind of like some spicy notes. Maybe a little bit of fruitiness too, kind of like, I don't know, raisiny or dark fruit, something like that. Smells nice. Smells like what you'd expect for a winter beer. Again, as the temperature gets colder, you want something to warm you up. You have that 10% ABV, so you get a little bit of warmth from that. And you kind of get those spices that we're used to over the holiday season. Now, it's not that cold here today. I think it's, I don't know, maybe in the 40s, maybe 50 degrees, something like that. It's not super cold. And I'm out in the shed. We got a nice little breeze, but it's cold enough, so we'll enjoy this one. Cheers. Finally, some of the head has subsided there, right? Body, nice. I'd say medium bodied. It's not as thick or syrupy as I had expected it to be. It's got a solid body to it. The tastes are all over the place. It's kind of interesting. I think you definitely get some like brown bread kind of notes. You definitely get a little bit of sweetness in there. You definitely pick up some fruitiness. Again, maybe like raisins or plums or something like a darker fruit like that. You do pick up a little bit of the orange. Now, the interesting thing, when I looked this up, I think that it originally said made with thyme and curacao. And when I hear curacao, I think of the liqueur, right? The curacao liqueur. And I tried to do some translations, and I didn't really find anything that directly matched up. But on the back here, it's saying orange peel. So I know one thing I looked up, it said there was curacao oranges, so I'm guessing that's the curacao bit. Now the thyme is kind of interesting too. The spices in this aren't probably what you would expect for winter spices. I think in the US, most of the winter spices tend to be like allspice and those kind of things like that, like pumpkin pie, or you get clove and allspice and these different flavors, where this is different. I don't think it is that. You do pick up the thyme, which is interesting because thyme isn't a flavor I generally think of as being in a beer. But I think this does a pretty interesting and good job of incorporating that into the fold. I'm trying to see, I think I already talked about the ratings, 366 Untappd, 408 Beer Advocate. Does really good. 25 IBUs, so there's a tiny bit of bitterness to it as well. And you do pick up a little bit of bitterness on the back end kind of when you drink it. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, fruity, spicy, you get those little bready notes. 10% ABV, I will say it hides the ABV fairly well. You get a slight bit of a burn when you drink it, but for 10%, I think they hit it fairly well, all things considered. So N'Ice Chouffe, I'm glad to be able to try this as the first beer from the box, and I'm going to try to do some more Belgian beers. You know, I'm a big fan of the Belgian beers, but I never do reviews because I'm always doing Ohio stuff. So maybe it's time to switch it up a little bit and break out some more international flair and see what else we can find. So I'll probably be doing the other 3 of these at some point over the next week or so. So N'Ice Chouffe, big thumbs up. I dig this. An awesome winter beer. Hopefully you liked the video. If you do, give me a thumbs up. Hit that like button. And if you wouldn't mind hitting subscribe, I would appreciate it. I'm inching towards 1,000. I'm in the 860s or so. Need about 140 more subs to hit 1,000, and that's kind of been my goal. So if you could help me out and hit that subscribe button, I'd appreciate it. Also, if you got any comments, jump in down below. Have you tried this? Have you seen this gift pack on the shelves where you are? I mean, I think for 16 bucks, I probably would have paid that just for the glass. So this is a pretty sweet combination box, in my opinion. Hey, till next time, cheers.